Hello guys, and welcome back to ETOS. It has been a while since I have made a video on this series. In fact, it's been a really long time. This series is definitely one of my more popular series, and I didn't want this to be another series that I did that I made 2 episodes of and just forgot about. I think of bringing back some of those series I'm talking about. But the first one I went for was ETOS, obviously. Now, we're going to be covering our first beta build in this series, and if operating systems and stuff like that interests you, then you'll probably know about Windows Longhorn, or codename Longhorn. Great codename, Microsoft. No immature teenagers are going to make fun of that at all. If you don't know what codename Longhorn is, then it was a series of builds and operating systems that Microsoft was working on when Windows XP was Microsoft's latest operating system. Longhorn stretched over a couple years and there were tons of builds. Eventually, it got to operating systems starting to look like Windows Vista, and then Microsoft came out with Windows Vista, and it was a massive fuck up, and I'll explain why later in the video. But Longhorn is really interesting, so if you like operating systems and just find stuff like that interesting, then definitely watch this video. The build we are going to be looking at is build 4074. Now, I have seen many Aero versions of this with the transparent Aero theme, but unfortunately, due to virtualization reasons, we can't look at the Aero theme, but take a good look at this image. It looks pretty good. There are many builds of Longhorn. If you look at the first one here, you can see it was built off Windows XP. It even says the build name was Windows XP because they haven't changed that. They took a very hey approach to it. It basically looks like a Windows XP with a theme. Now, in this episode, I was planning on doing 2 versions of Longhorn. I was going to do 4074 as we're doing now, and I tried to install 4029, but unfortunately, I've tried so many different ways of doing it and I just can't get it to work. I can't boot into the BIOS, I can't do anything in order to change the date in order to make it work. It's really annoying, and yeah, so it's kind of annoying, but we're going to be doing 1 build of Longhorn. Now, I just want to say the installation footage I'm about to show you is actually quite old. It's a couple months old because I've been planning to do this operating system for a while, and I have had to reinstall, but there was no point recording it again, so I'm just going to show you this old installation footage. Nothing really changed, so yeah. And everyone thought Vista was the first to have this installation screen. Okay, so let's boot this thing up. So, as you can see, we have a pretty plain boot here. Actually, I literally just, oh well, okay, that was quick. But we had a plain boot there, and obviously that's because this is a beta build. But, yeah, I mean, that was a fast boot. I mean, there is 4 GB of RAM in this virtual machine. Yeah, I know, it's a bit overkill, but. So this is Windows codename Longhorn, and this is build 4074. I did try to install 4029, but that didn't work, and I tried everything. You have to do this thing in the BIOS, you have to change the time, and I couldn't access the BIOS in like VMware or VirtualBox for some reason. So yeah, that didn't work, and it just wasn't worth it. So we're only gonna be looking at this build for the video, like I said, but anyway, let's go. So first of all, as you can see, we've got this leaf background here, and I just want to say, I'm not sure if it's just me. I get a slightly cramped feeling. In fact, it sounds retarded, okay, but basically, think about Bliss, the Windows XP background. You look at it and it's nice and green. You can just imagine yourself running up that hill, having a good time. Obviously, you can't run up that hill now because I'm pretty sure there's like crops and stuff on it. And you could just like be free. But with this, I feel like I'm just up close to like leaves right here. I don't know. I just don't have that free feeling the Windows XP had. And that probably means nothing to most people. But I don't know. Yeah. Also, just to clarify, my screen recorder had the cursor hidden, so sorry if it looks weird. You can see here the notification system has this like weird steam bar here, so if you want the notification to go away, it just starts boiling down and then it just boop disappears. Let's have a look at one of the main things here, which is the sidebar. Now, this was one of the only things that managed to make it to Vista. You can see we have like almost a notification center type thing. We have all the notifications that popped up when I've been using this previously and stuff. You could see like it's pretty neat actually. You can see all the warnings and stuff and just all the notifications. We have Windows Media Player. We have a show desktop button, so that presumably means if I open up a window I just go boop. And we have this lovely little clock here. I'm not sure what I think about that, having it here. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this works, but because I'm trying to open up programs and stuff, but none of them seem to be placing one of those little icon tray icons either here or here. Let's see, if I try to like drag an application or something, it doesn't let me do it anywhere apart from up here, and that's just a search box. So yeah, that doesn't quite work. So this is built off Windows XP, as I stated earlier. So there's lots of XP things about it. You see the control panel looks a lot like XP with the icons. But at the same time, a lot of the icons are very Vista-y as well. Transparent recycle bin, sexy transparent control panel thing. Also, you can tell that this is from 2004 because the little music icon is a CD. And right here, it's actually pretty cool. If you have any music files, it will actually let you play them right here. And obviously Windows Media Player still exists. It's obviously the XP version, but that's pretty nice. We've got a new improved music player, so if you insert a CD or something, that's the best way of playing it, I guess, in this version. Obviously you can hide the start bar, and then this is where alright, okay, so yeah, some features of the sidebar just get okay, so this is this no, that does make sense. All the features that would be on the sidebar just get moved down here. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Now, although Internet Explorer does look different, yeah, stop loading the site, please. Yeah, so Internet Explorer doesn't really have a great working layout. It looks new and redesigned and I guess fresh for the time, but yeah, I can't say much about it. About Internet Explorer doesn't want to open either. I'm pretty sure this, although it looks different, is the same version of Internet Explorer that Windows XP shipped with. Photos and videos. This also has a new layout. You can play a slideshow. Obviously, Windows XP had this, but they've just reorganized it a bit. You can edit the photos, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, that's odd. Browse sample pictures. There are sample pictures. I got this winter image here I managed to get from the shared file. Seriously? Copy. Paste. Nope. Photos and videos. File. Is there an import? What? Okay. That's slightly weird. But as you can see, we have got a new photo viewer here. Should have been in Vista. Gotta rotate that. Then I gotta fix the red eye. There's a bit of red eye here, a bit of red eye here. There's a bit of red eye there. There's a bit of red eye here. Done. Wow, that's made so much difference. Crop a bit. Crop. Look at that high aspect ratios. Can I draw on it, Daddy? Before, after. Fix exposure. Fix exposure. Damn it! Right, let's go into themes now. So we go over to the properties. We have my current theme. This theme is called Slate. I can kind of see why they've called it that. We've got that like slatey type ting color scheme going here. We have Jade. This is a bit of Vista-y. This is like Aero Basic. Turns out you can indeed access a full transparent Aero theme like Windows Vista and 7, but unfortunately due to the fact that we are running this in a virtual machine, we can't actually access that fully Aero transparent theme, which kind of sucks. And it does look really, really, really good. This reminds me a lot of Aero Basic. I'm pretty sure this is like an early concept of Aero Basic. Windows XP, which is, you know, Windows XP. I'd imagine they had this because they built it off XP. Windows Classic, you know, this is classic stuff. I mean, every Windows has this, I think. And then there's more themes online. I'm gonna put on Jade just because, you know, hashtag early Aero Basic. No, fix it. What? Is Fix It Felix built into this operating system? Oh, look at this. We have this new font now. Beginner, expert. Yeah, as you know, I play a lot of this game. Sound. Yeah, let's go. Alright, that's it. I want my money back. Also, this is one thing I noticed. I'm not sure if you can do this in like Vista or XP or something. Because I honestly can't remember. But if you click on this little arrow, you can choose which one to have as your start menu icon. And it's right. It's obviously it does involve actually doing that action. And look at that, it says restart, best feature, 10 out of 10. 57 days left for activation. Well, that's basically it. There really isn't much to show. It's a beta build of Windows. Yeah, it's pretty neat. We got the sidebar and stuff, and this made it to Vista. And I do think it's pretty neat. Obviously it's buggy, but it's a beta, what do you expect? I do think it was a good decision though to ditch this design, just because it needed something fresh, and that's what Windows Vista was. Unfortunately, they messed up with Vista. The sidebar wasn't integrated very well. Trust me, I've had bad experiences. The security was a pain, and overall it was just very buggy. Although I said that thing about the background not being as open as the Windows XP background, I do have to be honest, Longhorn build 4074 is a very good looking build of Longhorn, especially with the arrow. This was one of the final builds before it went for the new transparent look. But like I just said, transparency really was the future for Windows at the time, and Microsoft could have done something amazing for Vista, but like I said, they messed up. But this build of Longhorn is very good looking anyway. Now we're gonna do shutdown. See, it's just left shadows where the sidebar and the taskbar was. We've got quite a basic design here, but it's a beta, and that stuff's expected. Anyway guys, that is it for this episode of ETOS. If you enjoyed it, found this interesting or whatever, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below or whatever. And I'll probably do some more beta builds in the future, because to me they are quite interesting and I like exploring them. I might try and get another build of Longhorn working. Somebody set up a website like devoted to Longhorn. I'll put the link on the screen now. So if you found this video interesting, then definitely check out that website and just have a look. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys so much, and peace out. Longhorn stretched over for a couple years, and there were